clue? Don't sweat it. You escaped with something more precious than your memories. Your life. First of all, you're a glaive, just like me. The king lends us his power. We fight to protect him. Well, fought. The king himself's long gone. His power remains, though, so we gotta put it to good use. See that up ahead? That's the last bastion of mankind. And it's the Kingsglaive's job to keep her safe from harm. Better enjoy the sunshine while it lasts. You'll be gone before you know it. The only other light left in this world is the kind we make ourselves. And as you may or may not remember, we played a big role in that process. Let's hope that jogged your memory.
This location
One of the Stalin's counting on us, Glaives.
Then place the skull on the throne that Captain Karstad ruined. If done correctly, the Ghost Frost Giant will appear and wreck you if you're unprepared. He's level 90.
You and me will smooth out. Let's move.
And he is himself totally immune to frost damage, which seems obvious enough as well, although also he's immune to poison and paralysis, and he can just smash you across the room with a stomp attack. To make matters worse, he will summon 3 ice raids after taking enough damage and he regenerates health. He does it quickly, might I add. Oh, and if that stuff isn't annoying enough, the screen shakes like the whole thing. It just shakes pretty much the entire battle. Killing him isn't really worth that much. You look at your transform him, power to summon Karstad against an ally in battle, which sounds pretty useful, right? Well, you can only use it 3 times, so it'll end up like most limited spells in Skyrim. One of it for something special, so hey, you probably won't use it. Number 9 is Sigrun, the God of War. In the newest God of War, there are 8 odds, no Valkyrie fighting against us. All of them are pretty tough to fight, right? After beating them all, though, you can bring the helmets to his throne, his body is coming to Valkyrie. And you'll take on the ultimate challenge, Sigrun, just so. This boss is absolutely fun. She'll just do way more damage than the other Valkyries. Like, she's got almost all of their movesets as well. I mean, she just got a ton of powerful, annoying moves. She's incredibly aggressive. The regular attack with ungraduate damage to her, and only the get from her is help that. Seriously, she's got so many annoying and hard to dodge attacks, but the one where she flies up in the air and falls down and stops her, that is just the worst. Because of how crazy she is, so they can force you to fight completely differently than how you fight in this game. You gotta be defensive and careful, and most players especially attack, and they're the only thing that can attack you for a whole lot. The only thing you can hear higher on the list is defending you down the stage. It makes her way less of a problem.
Watch yourself. Don't tell them what else is waiting on the road ahead.
That this fight is pretty fun. And number 8 is Dark Eater Midyear from Dark Souls 3. The Dark Souls series has been really popped on a lot. For our money, this guy is we also get to see a boss Sigurd Karstad, and Sigurina is literally giving way to having a wall. The big wall is just the start of it. After that, you have time to destroy the shrine, and it doesn't look like anything special at all, but it's actually the entrance to his boss room. Yep, this hole, that looks like a bottom of the pit, like every other hole, like this, he's been getting into fall down it, and for some reason, he survived. And it was fighting one of the most frustrating bosses in the entire series. The dragon boss doesn't have a lot of attacks, not like right or anything. The problem is they're all incredibly damaging attacks, and because he's so big, it can be difficult to tell what he can do with, at least at times. On top of that, he's got a massive health bar that can take carry while not going down, especially anywhere but the head. His worst attacks are elemental and nature, like his fire breath is difficult to judge from distance though, trying to block his face with one way and stuff. I explain what it is. Because it does take with a lot of points in the health, because the player is lower HP die in a single hit with many of the attacks. Unfortunately, it also got the passive Dark Souls 3 gun stat where wild for a while. You're in front of him when he does that.
Guess he didn't want no damn beef jerky.
If you don't do that, you can seriously go on to what you At number 7 is Max.
Yeah.
Not that.
Better save that for later.
You find about 17
Don't
questions
take a
about
look
the
at
whatever.
Time like these. Fair
But
about
there's
a
literally a sign outside this arena that says the final boss, so I guess you can never. And it's crazy though. Way more difficult than anything else in the Borderlands at the time. Many other raid style bosses appear to be various, but a lot of it.
Save the formalities for later. There's got bigger fish to fry right now. Focus on the target.
Final Fantasy on 1. 15 years. That's dirty.
Somewhere else and dive in the ground. This may be the most dangerous party to avoid.
We long till more of them show up.
Is that it makes a boring sound when it moves and doesn't when it's actually back. That's basically the only use. So
Told you I was giving it to you.
Many argue some of the later raid bosses in the series are tougher.
Open up!
They pretty much
It's the
stop
Marshal!
being
You gonna listen to this fool that I told you that same day I was giving it to you. Okay, if you buy that from me, you gonna have to buy the keyboard and mouse too, and the computer.
Less than $50 when you switch. All of the T-Mobile network. Rule your day with Metro by T-Mobile.
And number 6 is Super Mario RPG's Collect.
Be glad you made it
Easy to
inside.
forget how weird of a premise Super Mario RPG is. Like, it's a role-playing game about RPGs are mostly known for in-depth stories, and Mario games pretty much don't have them. But somehow Square made it work, and made one of the great all-time
You are
RPGs
capable
for the Super
combatant.
Nintendo. These
Everyone
days,
here
there's
in
a
this
ton of
town
Mario
is counting
RPGs,
on
but this
you
is the game
to
that
keep
started
them
it
safe.
all. And in the grand tradition of
As long as
Square
it's out for
games,
it.
it even had a super secret boss.
But
Secret Super boss? One of the two. Maybe both. Mario RPG is pretty light all around. Never too hard.
Mine did that,
but
though.
this dude, Collect, is different. He has got a ton of HP, a lot of very damaging spells. Fighting him's not too tough. You have to trade fireworks for a seemingly worthless shiny stone in Mobile, which in turn unlocks the sealed door to monsters. Now, go inside. Mario ends up in the strange swirling abyss. Alex asks if you want to fight or not, and if you accept, you better and Final Fantasy fans will immediately recognize that he's a big reference to the series. Instead of being a digitized 3D model like the rest of the characters in the game, he's an illustrated sprite that looks very similar to the style seen in Final Fantasy VI. The music is straight out of Final Fantasy as well. It's the remixed boss fight in Final Fantasy IV,
Should be a
and of
bit.
course the 4 crystals are the elemental crystals that appear in most of those games, at least very prominently in 1 through 6, and sometimes since then. The only reason I bring this up is that the actual fight isn't a lot to talk about. It's just really tough, especially for this game. It's a weird challenge that normally. So, and number 5 is Lingering Will from Kingdom Hearts 2. Now, if you want a secret boss that is a capital H hard in a game that's, I guess, technically for kids, then Lingering Will from Kingdom Hearts 2, he is what you are looking for. This dude doesn't actually appear in the regular game. He was added to the final mix version, which, that stuff is needlessly complicated as well. And he can only be fought after 100% completing all the worlds, which is tough enough on its own. But once you've done that, a portal appears in Disney Castle. That takes you to the Keyblade Graveyard, which is where you fight this guy. There's a whole convoluted backstory to this whole fight, but it really matters for our purposes, and it's I said it's a game for kids, but, like, I don't understand what's going on half the time. I just know it's a lot of fun. Main thing to know, this guy is tough. You got the prerequisite huge health bar. You got a ton of attacks where he just whips around the arena like crazy. Like, just trying to keep up with this guy is a huge challenge. Then he starts summoning these little drone things. Impossible to escape from. They just shoot at you once in a while and they interrupt your combos. Yay! He transforms his sword into a whip, even a motorcycle. It seems like just trying to get a hit in sometimes is a huge pain. There's so much going on with this guy, it's nuts. If you thought these Kingdom Hearts games were just for kids, this dude exists to suggest otherwise. He is not just one of the hardest secret bosses in the series, he's one of the toughest bosses, period. And number 4 is Galamoth from Castlevania Symphony of the Night. When it comes to classic secret bosses, Galamoth is one of the best. Found in the floating catacombs, this guy is totally optional and only becomes available after unlocking the reverse castle. It's not particularly secret anymore, but finding out that there was an entire other castle basically hidden in Symphony of the Night was mind-blowing at release. Sure, it's basically just the regular castle flipped upside down, but all the new enemies and bosses make it definitely worth exploring. And Galamoth is tough, significantly tougher than the last boss. He's basically harder than anything else in the game, and nothing comes close. He's got this lightning attack who basically hits the entire arena and destroys you in seconds if you don't have some kind of protection. His other attacks are not much better. He is just so big and takes up so much of the